Assalamualaikum and good morning. We are Group 5 for Engineering Management Section 7 under Dr. Rahida binti Ma'akir. Today, we are here to present for our study case project. Before we go through for main topic, let me introduce Group 5 members. First is Muhammad Hadif Syahmi bin Zamali. Second is Muhammad Faiz Amiruddin bin Abdullah. Third is myself, Nufakira binti Muhammad Zaharin. And last but not least is Muhammad Daniel Putra bin Shahrul Nizam. The main for this project is to maintenance and installation the air conditioner at Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering UTHM, which carry out for 2 rooms, which is study room and meeting room. So for introduction first, basically as everyone know that air conditioning is a sort of entire environmental comfort technology for greater productivity and performance that is concerned with comfort and health. The consumer can maintain a comfortable temperature of roughly with 20 degrees Celsius, and surplus moisture can be removed from the air to keep humidity at around 50%. But majority consumer don't understand the implication of the air conditioning system they choose. They do not alert that progressively of aircon become less efficient, consuming more energy and costing the consumer more money when they do not do the service. So, the effective of AC system operation and maintenance (O&M) procedure involved in the systematic tasks. The management must alert requirement for user comfort, the component reliability, efficient AC system operation, energy and cost saving potential. Talk about management, the project management is really play a big role in this case. The management must process of leading the work of a team to achieve all project goals within given constraint. The primary constraints are project scope, timeline and budget. For this project, it will take around 4 months to finish installation of 6 new air conditioner and 4 service maintenance for study room and meeting room at FKE building. Then, project manager will apply project management methodology to create plan that establish the resource task milestone and deliver necessary to meet client requirement. This will be more detailed in next part, which is project summary.
Okay, so we go to the project summary. In the project summary, we want to explain about the first one is about meta-analysis, number 2 is floor plan, and the number 3 is analysis and impact for the floor plan. So the next, okay, so this is about meta-analysis. Okay, what is the challenge with air conditioning by environmental? So the use of electricity or energy grows when the aircon is adopted. So the world utilizes around 1 trillion kilowatt hour of power for just using air conditioning each year. So it may have a negative influence on climate change and the environment in general. So aircon also contribute to the UHI effect and through heat injection. So the meaning of UHI is a urban heat island. Okay, so it will elevated urban temperature, especially UHI can amplify and prolong heat wave, as well as increase the amount of electricity used by air conditioner at night. So this will result is a negative feedback loop, including energy use and the effect of UHI. So the next slide, the next presenter will explain about it. That's all for me. Thank you.
Alright, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faiz Amiruddin bin Abdullah. My matrix number is CE20103, and I am going to explain briefly about our two subtopics in our project summary, which is floor plan and the analysis and impact of our floor plan. So in our project, we are needed to install and maintain about 10 aircon unit. So there are about 4 unit aircon that we need to install, and the other 6 are going to be maintained. So first thing first, we need to know that there are about two types of aircon that we need to use, which is first wall split type, and then the second one is ceiling type, or in other words, cassette type. So if we see on the left side and the upper side of our floor plan, there are about 1, 2, 3, and 4 aircon that we need to be installed. So these four unit aircon are going to be installed. Then the other six is right at the center of our floor plan. So there are about four cassette type that we need to be that we need to be maintained, and the other two is wall split type uh, that located in the right side of our floor plan. So that there are about six aircon unit that we need to be maintained. Right. So without wasting any time, we look at the symbol that represent our material that we need to use. So first thing first, if you notice there are thin orange line, and then there are capital R in the center of the line. So this represent as our drain pipe, or what we call it, our wastewater drainage. And then if you notice that there are so many blue square, blue square dot on the right beside our open door, like this, and like this. This represent as our switch, for our aircon unit. And then if we notice there are long green line in between our cassette type aircon. This represents our airflow vent, or our airflow ducting. Alright, we go to the next slide. So there are about 4 points in our analysis and impact flow plan that we need to take care of, which is main problems, overriding problems, environment impact, and also the cause and effect. Right. So for the main problem, we need to find the situation that is unsatisfactory and cause difficulties for people. Other than that, for overriding problems, is the problem that occurs when a visual function of a base object becomes unreachable. And then for environmental impact, we need to be alert to any change that occur to the environment that are resulting from a facilities activities. So for the last one, cause and effect, we need to find the relationship between two things when one thing makes something else happen. So we go to the next slide. We need to find the main problem first. So there are about 4 points, which is poor drainage for drain pipe. So it is most on our gradient. So the gradient it plays crucial things in drainage system, so that there are no leakings, there are no block pipe that can cause leakings. So the second one is low airflow that we need to take care of. So low airflow, basically they are more to cassette type aircon, so that we need to make sure that the ducting or the air vent is sealed properly. So the third one, the horsepower does not follow the standard requirements for certain room size. So in this term of problem, our technician or installer plays a big role in installing the aircon unit, because this is the first thing that we need to master, that we need to know about how to determine the horsepower for a room that may be smaller or may be bigger. And then the fourth point is bad installation leads to refrigerant leaks. Of course, technician or installer also plays a big role to make sure that the copper pipe is not under pressure, and then they are installed properly. So we go to the overriding problems. First one, inadequate maintenance. The compressor will likely to fail prematurely, and then the bad wastewater flow leads to leaks and may cause other problems such as short circuits along the wireway caused by leaking drain pipe. So we need to make sure that the drain pipe must be on stabilized gradient. About we need to make sure the slope is going 1% for each 1 feet, and then neglecting annual maintenance. So the technician must do an annual maintenance so that there are no big or major problems that they need to face, or it will cost a lot of money if the technician don't take it serious. And then the fourth point is blocked ducts and air vents lead to frozen compressor. So for this point, they are more important. They are more important if the technician or our installer uh, is good at maintaining our copper pipes, because the copper pipe is a material that really sensitive to pressure. Right. So for environment impact, the first one is dehydration. It can cause dry out. It can dry out the air in the room, and then the users or the customer will experience skin dryness and itchy skin. Not just that, they will experience allergies and asthma because of the poor filter maintenance that leads to poor allergen control in the air. And the last one is infectious diseases such as rhinitis. So the symptom will be sneezing, runny nose, and build up of excessive mucus in the back of the nose and throat. Right. So for the last summary, there are 3 points, 3 big points that we need to look, which is poor maintenance. Poor maintenance can lead to increase over time and decrease our productivity. And the second one, bad customer service provided by our employee can lead to a bad engagement in the future. So after that, poor installation, users and customers will be exposed to infectious diseases, hazardous substances, and many more. And then it can cost a lot of money. So extra expenses are needed to repair the same damaged pipe. And then the last one is poor quality check, environmental standard. It can cause gases emissions that contribute to global warming. And also the ozone layer deplete, will be thinner. So that's all for me. I will pass the next slide to my next team member. So thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello, my name is Muhammad Hadif Shahmi bin Zamali CA200102. So today I was assigned to present this part, which is time frame. Basically we have 9 project phase. The first one is demolition and restoration works, that we doing demolish existing ductworks, pipeworks, conduits, cable and other accessories not necessary for the rehabilitation works. The duration is 2 weeks. After that we design, which is we prepare and submit drawings and calculation for approval by UTHM. The duration is 1 week. The third one is installation of air conditioning equipment, which is we check and verify equipment capacities resistances in accordance to the design and actual requirement. So for that is 3 weeks. And the next one is supply and installation of air conditioner system, that we supply air fans including electrical control hanger and support accessories. For that is 1 month. Then power supply and controls, which is we install necessary cables, conduits, modules and other accessories. The duration is 3 weeks. After that, noise and vibration, we check and verify and replace the air handling unit and other equipment anti-vibration elements if necessary to meet the required noise level. And that is 1 week. After that, testing and commissioning, which is we perform and test the functional of the system. The duration is 1 week. And last one is others, which is necessary fire stopping, check and verify fire compartmentalization plan of building, and that is 1 week. For the operation and maintenance, We prepare and submit operations and maintenance manual, including as-built document. So for that is once for 6 months. So I think that's all from me. I will pass to my friend Daniel Putra.
Alright, so for the costing, for the costing is the process by which one plans and manage the budget of a project. So it will help the project manager estimate what the project will cost. So we know that the costing is the very important thing we must do before we do the entire project. Alright, so for the next slide is about the table of costing for installation aircon. So in this case study, we just install 6 quantity of aircon, which is Daikin R32 inverter, which is 1.5 horsepower. So the one unit is priced like 1910. So the installation cost of 6 unit quantity of the aircon is 11,460. So for the other equipment like outdoor bracket air conditioner is the bracket like to hold the fan at the outside of the building. So it will cost 168. Wall plug is the we want to mount the bracket at the building, the wall. So the price is 35 ringgit 0.64 cents. And then the aircon foam insulation hose. Okay, so insulation hose is if you know that if you see the aircon, you see like hose black color. So the hose is want to protect the copper tube. So the total cost is 650. The copper tube like 1.1/4 inch and 1/2 inch is to apa is to do the gas. So the copper tube is the cost is 2,700. Okay, so this is the wiring. MCB 30 ampere is we buy 6 units because have 6 quantity of aircon, so 26.40 cents. So this is the Swiss, so we buy 6, which is cost like 119.40 cents. So the next one is the blue, red and green cable. So we pick 4mm cable, the diameter, because the aircon which is use a higher ampere, so we must pick the 4mm cable. So the cost is 145 ringgit for the each cable. So the installation worker salary is 330 for the one aircon, and the 6 aircon 1,980. So the total cost of the installation aircon is 20,275. So the next one is about the service aircon. So in this case study, my team want to service about around 4 unit aircon. So the first one is air conditioning cleaning. The price per unit that we want to clean is 60 ringgit. And then the quantity of we want to cleaning the aircon is 4, so the total is 240. So the next one is air conditioning with chemical cleaning. So we use the chemical cleaning. So one unit is 100, so and the quantity is 4, so total is 400. The last one is we must to refill gas air conditioner. So for the one aircon refill gas air conditioner is 70, so we times 4, so the total is 280. So the total of the service aircon is 920 ringgit. So okay, so the last one is the total cost for overall, which is the installation and the service air conditioner. So the total cost is 21,195 ringgit. Okay, so that's all for me. Thank you.
So now I will continue the presentation, which is about discussion. So we focus on the installations and maintenance of air conditioning system in order to construct a conceptual framework for evaluating operations and maintenance, or we call it as O&M, that caused by gathering building specific information, gathering aircon or AC system information, and analyzing O&M costs within the system. After that, a project timeline has been created to ensure that the project doesn't go over budget and is complete on time. In addition, there are four key components to this project's maintenance: placing the outside compressor unit on an appropriate bracket, cutting access port in the wall to lay air conditioner piping, mounting the inside unit in various rooms, and cutting access port in the wall to lay drainage pipe. After that, having an air conditioning maintenance checklist is the final step for taking care of the air conditioner. Finally, once every 6 months, the air conditioner should be serviced. Regular maintenance cannot only keep the cool air flowing, but it can also save money on energy bills by helping the air conditioner function more efficiently, as well as extend the life of the unit. So that's all from me. For the next part, I will pass to my friend Muhammad Faiz Amiruddin. Thank you.
So, I'd like to bring this presentation to a close with our conclusions. So, there are about three conclusions that we have concluded from our presentations. So, the first one is the basic goal of air conditioning installation and maintenance in FKE is to provide a comfortable room atmosphere. And then the second one is the air conditioning system impacts the room air to keep staff and students comfortable while not interfering with their productivity. And the last one, the successful project manager, of course, is able to deal with unanticipated challenges while keeping the company's goals and responsibilities on track. So this concludes the focus of our presentations. So to end, I'd like to thank you for your consideration and also your time. That's all from me. That's all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.